My name is Asher.
My name is Ruth.
And today we'll be showing you what you shouldn't
And should do.
with your violin and bow. First off, we're going to start with the bow. You need to hold it. When you're starting, you're going to be putting your thumb here and your curving and your pointer finger right here on the shiny part right here.
And you're supposed to have a hole through the thumb. And you gotta make sure your thumb is curved.
You should be able to see a little window through it. But now, to get to it, like your bow, you shouldn't have to like you're not supposed to smack it against anything
Or drop it.
because otherwise this little spot, this white part up here, right here,
It's called the tip.
yes, and
And
if it cracks, it can ruin your bow. Also, over tightening your bow with this little part right here, you can untighten it and tighten it. Like if you over tighten it and leave it tightened for too long, it can also mess up your bow. And for your violin, this part right here is called the neck. And if you hold it to, like, you're not supposed to strangle it. Like,
And this
when you're, that's called rest position. And there's a little song for it.
That we'll do next time.
Yeah, that we're gonna do next time, but for now, the violin, you should never drop it. When you're setting it down, you're going to want to lay it down flat. This is called the shoulder rest. You put it on every single time you use your violin, because otherwise it it's kind of weird if you play without it. But to that later. Like these little holes right here are called the F holes because they're kind of shaped like an F, but that's where the sound comes out. These are the strings that's what actually makes the sound. The first string is E. This next one is A. Next is D. And then comes G. G is the lowest note you can play. And the notes go up to G from, it starts at G and it just keeps going higher until you get to a G again. And like, for the violin, when you're setting it down, it's gotta be perfect, and you've gotta always make sure to wipe off the rosin. That's the stuff that makes the bow actually make sound. And like for the bow, this little part is the bow hair. You don't want to touch it with your hands.
And the bottom part is called the
The
frog.
frog, because here. Some of us like to put on this little frog at the bottom to remind us. There's also this little spot right here is called the pinky. Like this is where your pinky would go, right in between that shiny part at the end. Also how you would tighten it again. This part up here is called the scroll. You never want to whack it against anything because it's also the main base of tuning. These are called the pegs. They're the biggest and like one of the most important parts of your violin. If you look inside, you can also see there's a little tiny like hole in it. It's got to be there. It should be right behind this little thing, which is called the bridge. Keeps your strings from messing up the violin sound. These are also the fine tuners. They help you just tune up a little bit more.
Yeah, and this main.
And also, and we can show you now what the difference is from fiddle to classical. We're going to start with fiddle. One, go. And that's compared from fiddle to violin and classical. Bye. We'll see you next time. Hope to see you again. This is Asher and
Ruth.